Hi, Bob Leda here, and welcome to this episode of Stepping into the River. As a performer, what can you call on when you've reached a limit, but you know that there's more that you can offer? That's the central question that we were exploring today with this singer. I used a routine that I learned from one of my pals who used to work with D'Oyly Carte over in England. And while it's not strictly Alexander technique, I was living and embodying Alexander technique principles as part of this. And our goal was to break down the walls a little bit that the performer had erected for herself. The audience talked about a force field that was there. And as far as I was concerned, she did this very wonderfully. So please take a look, take a listen. We'll see you on the other side. Hey, Aria. Great, we're on. So, you got your pals.
Yeah. I do.
They got good eyes, they got good ears, they're here to supplement and illuminate what you know about how you go about performing. So is there anything in particular that you'd like all of us to focus on?
I feel like I've never really analyzed myself, like my like body language in general when I perform.
Okay.
I usually only analyze like my voice.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, just like everything, like where my tensions are, like in my body, and like, I don't know, just I'm just interested to see what it's like. I just want to hear what people have to say.
So your impressions.
Yeah.
Your impressions, which is similar, to what you were talking about last week as well. Your impressions of Aria while she's performing, and one of the ways to look at this is how does she look different when she's performing than just then when she was talking. So you'll see some angles there. Then our normal stuff, right? Top half versus bottom half, left versus right, front versus back, and what you notice about her breathing. So I'll let you start that instead of me, but I'll stay here on camera so it doesn't look boring. Or maybe it does because I'm here. I don't know. Because it's got like a message on it.
Okay. Oh, should I just go?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay.
Is that loud?
Is that good?
Some folks were meant to live in clovers, but they are such a chosen few. And clovers being green is something I've never seen, 'cause I was born to be blue. When there's a yellow moon above me, they say there's moonbeams I should but moonbeams being gold is something I can't behold, 'cause I was born to be blue. When I met you, the world was bright and sunny. When you left, the curtain fell.
overall impression of Aria? You know, Arturo was saying that, you know, her breathing was elegant, but how was your impression of her? Was she self-assured?
Yeah, I felt it was like very relaxed and like genuine.
Okay. Was she completely fulfilled? Is there another level that might be there that she could get to? What was your feeling around all of that as an audience member, not so much as a, you know, I'm at a music school trying to analyze things technically?
I felt very satisfied. Essentially.
Very satisfied, okay. Anybody else?
I am Arya's roommate.
Tag.
So I mean, I hear her sing
Yeah.
very, very often, and I watch her sing very often, just like casually.
Mhm.
So like for me, I could sense that there was like a little bit of like a force field that there normally is, which is super natural because when you're just like singing in the shower in your room, there's so much more
Right.
like confidence in there, but it felt like a smaller flame than Arya's voice usually. It's like a dimmer.
Anybody else? And I'll throw my 2 cents in, not to worry. What was your impression of yourself?
I mean, I know that I can do more. Like, there's definitely, like, it's not like I'm not thinking about that, but I think it's just, like, it's hard, first of all, with, like, that kind of music specifically to, like, be able to be a performer, I would say, do you know what I mean? Like, versus just being a singer, and then, and then also it's just, like, nerves are always gonna be there, so it's not, I'm not, you know.
Yeah, I was with Olivia. I felt that I got this little tinge of, I wish I could go farther. I wish I could go farther.
Yeah.
I have a musical theater exercise that sort of gets directly to that, if you're willing to do it. All right, so we're 2 characters in a play, and we each have 1 line.
Okay.
Your line is please.
Okay.
My line is no. Right?
Okay.
So you're trying to persuade me, you're trying to turn my no into
To
something
yes.
else, and you're allowed to do anything you want to do. All right?
What does that mean?
No, I mean, you can shake me if you want. I mean, don't bash me over the head with a music stand. I'm trying to keep from that. But no, anything that, you know, any strategy that comes to you. Okay. Okay. So go ahead.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Please. Please, 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 please.
N-O-O-O.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, you can do that. No, you can do, just do it as a mime, yeah.
Please. Please.
No.
Please. Please.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Now, put your track on and
Yeah.
sing and see what it's like. Okay, that was good. That was good. Thank you for being in this. But bring that into this singing.
Some folks were meant to live in clovers, but they are such a chosen few. And clovers being green is something I have never seen, 'cause I was born blue. When there's a yellow moon above me, they say there's moonbeams I should view. But moonbeams being gold is something I can't behold, 'cause I was born to be blue. When I met you, the world was bright and sunny. When you left, the curtain fell. I like to laugh, but nothing strikes me funny.
see what you hear.
Heard more.
Can you say more? Everybody's nodding their head.
It was like,
Yeah.
it was more resonant.
More resonant, wasn't it?
Before, like, all the notes were there, it might have been, like, a little bit shallow, but here, like, the force field was down
Yeah,
more.
right. Other impressions.
Yeah, I would say it felt like you kind of spread out a little bit, just kind of your space, the bubble you had spread a little bit more, so you like pushed a little more, but it still stayed like even and consistent. It sounded great.
Yeah. Was that a different experience of singing?
It definitely was. I kind of was like imagining myself as I was like pleading
Yeah,
you
right,
as I was singing, and it
Yeah.
just like.
Yeah, it's so powerful, isn't it? I mean, what happens was I was hoping was gonna happen, is that potential that was there came out, and it's within you. It's within you. You get into that
Right.
scary part where you let it
Yeah,
out all the
yeah.
time. But yeah, that was really, really nice, Ari.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hi, welcome back. That was remarkable. Having someone living with their impulse so deeply in a protected and supported environment, which is what our little role play was, lets you reach the depths that you may not have known how to reach before. If you were in my role in this and you're doing this, you have to be very cautious to not dominate your partner. And the way I do this is having my energy equally more move towards her and away from her, towards and away. So there's a volume of support that she can lean into while trying to find depths that have been inaccessible for her. That singing was just really, really grand. The audience appreciated it. And she appreciated it. So I thank her for being willing to do this. Thanks for being here this time, and we'll see you next time through. Okay, bye for now.